No, Pika, it's good to adjust the camera like every time. You gotta watch your blocking. You gotta watch, your check the mic check. Yeah, check the microphone. Hey, this isn't your area anyway. This is Drink's union job. You know what I mean? If you do his union job, you could set yourself up for a grievance, and then there'll be paperwork. And we already have enough paperwork with you. Ah, Pika. Welcome back. Once again, it is time for the Comics Coffee Table. That's right. Fill up your cuppa. Whatever it is you're shoving under your nose today, there, Pally. And, hero. Seriously. And take a break with us. Take your coffee break with us. We're taking a couple of minutes out of our busy days to take our minds off of our minds, to leave the real world over there for a few minutes, pulling up a chair to our very own Comics Coffee Table and taking a break. Have a snack, recharge, refuel, enjoy yourself, and then get back to whatever it is you're doing. Work, kids, class, everything, life. But take some time for yourself and talk about things that you love, and talk about things that that take you away from the daily grind. That's why it's escapism for a reason. Let's have some escapism. So let's talk about our escapism. Let's talk about the hobby that's brought us all together here today. Again, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Daily. That's when the show premieres. Upon the live premiere, the live chat is always hopping. So we see a lot of new faces out there, a lot of new subscribers. So welcome. Thank you so very much. Make your voice heard. Let us know what you're reading. Hey, it's Wednesday, and so that's New Comic Book Day. So right now, this is the live chat. This is what it looks like. We're like, okay, I'm walking into the LCS, the local comic shop. That's right. I got one in my village square. I've been proud to have been a customer for parts of 2 decades now. And I've seen it move up the street, a few different locations. And I've seen it double in size. And I've seen it grow and be a prosperous, healthy local business, a mom and pop brick and mortar shop. And it's my advocacy, my agenda, my activism, what I mean? My messaging, my amplification, my evangelism to say, holy ground, Highlander, or holy ground, Batman. It's the local comic book shop, and I love it. And I'm trying to get you to get back there. This year's show is about rebagging, reboarding, reboxing my entire collection. And while I'm at my local comic book shop, getting new releases every Wednesday, I'm back to being a weekly buyer. I love it. I love going to my comic book shop on new release day. And the search for things, and I'm not a pull list kind of guy. I'm the shelves, and back in it's part of the game for me, I guess. That's where I find enjoyment, and but I'm buying my supplies there. Since I'm reboxing, rebagging, reboarding, I'm getting new boxes. I'm migrating to short boxes because long boxes are getting too heavy for me. The older I get, I'm getting bags there. The Mylars are out of stock right now. They have been. There's some kind of supply chain issue that went on a couple of years ago. For now, going on a couple of years now. So I know I can get my lights off of Amazon, but I'm not. I'm going to get what's offered to me at my local comic book shop. I'm going to spend my money there where it's needed. I'm going to give my local comic book shop the business. Yeah, there's nothing to it. I'm getting my acid-free boards there as well. And I'm agreeing to pay the markup, the retail markup. I could be getting a price cut using my online supply chain. I know that. And I could be getting not just my lights, but my lights at a discount. So when my lights come back into stock at the LCS, I'm going to get some for the really nice stuff. But so I'm not going to need many. I'll just need a pack of 50, but that's going to be what, $30? Sheesh. But still, I'm going to spend that money at the LCS. it's important to me to help contribute to a local business, and it's something that I'm proud to be part of, this culture and this hobby. I love it. And yeah, it's not a big box store. It's not my online supply chain. It's my local comic shop. I'm buying supplies there. So should you. And so there endeth the pulpit. Yeah, we're just reboxing, rebagging, reboarding, and just talking about comic books along the way. I love looking at ads. I have still no clue. I have to look at this. No, I don't want to look anything up right now. Pika. I should have looked things up before. I'm keeping all the old bags in a bag and throw that in recycling. So I don't I don't know about you. You ever suffer any stupid comic book related injury, like slipping on a couple of bags that were on the floor that you didn't see because you didn't put them in a proper place? Is it just me? But let's see. Let's get to some bagging, boarding, and boxing. Yeah, so I'm getting my supplies at the local comic book shop. Let's see. We have a bell for dings. Yeah, there's a bit of a corner there. Oh my goodness! Come on, work with us, not against us. Hello. Should I go over here? Here we go. Yeah. So we got dings. Dings are like little flaws in the comic book that we notice. We call them the dings, and then we ring the bell. But this one's actually in really good condition. Yeah, this is May 2015. Rated T for teen. Issue number 1, The Multiversity Ultra Comics. It's a haunted comic book. It's like, and it breaks the fourth wall, and because we're an active part of this, this is Grant Morrison at his usual thing. He does this back in Animal Man. You know what I mean? You look over your shoulder and there's the reader, and there we go. It's just, yeah. He's got the 3D colored eyes too. Anaglyph. So we still have card ads, yeah. And we have The Flash and the CW, which is wrapping up this very year. I watched the first 4 seasons of that. Oh, but look at this art. This Doug Mankey art, and look at those colors. He's got a couple of 4 different inkers. Colorists. Now they say color artists. That's great. That's fine, because it's just 3 more letters into colorist. Color artist. So just... But this is, yeah, so this is some Grant Morrison stuff that just... It's all of this fourth wall breaking stuff. This goes back to The Filth. You ever read the DC Vertigo's The Filth? Wow, it's this is it. It's actually, it's not for everyone. It's mature. It's down. It deals with themes of pornography, and it's one of the things. Yeah, just oh boy. And this is where we kind of start discovering who the big bad is, in all these interrelated tales. This is where it gets pretty meta. And it ends badly for our hero here. And that's the Gentry, and they're the big bad. Kind of like, almost like the Scissormen of Doom Patrol, or even the Church of the Outer Realm, and that's the way I say it. In the Invisibles, it's this like ongoing Grant Morrison theme. This is a very, very Grant Morrison kind of comic book. It's almost so much so that's, it's kind of inaccessible. It's highfalutin, rootin' tootin'. This funny book's highfalutin. Safely dispose of your recyclables, your polypiperine. awesome. I hope you're having a great day. I'm just finishing these up, and then we're going to talk about what new releases are going on right now. So I'm probably just walking into the LCS right now, right about now-ish. One piece of tape. And I'm about to walk up to the shelves to either be appointed or disappointed. Isn't that the way it goes? Is that how words work? I like words. Words are fun. Words are necessary. What are words for? When no one listens anymore. Words for. When no one listens anymore. Words for. When no one listens, it's no use talking at all. That's right. There we go. And there we have Multiversity. It was all snugged up. The whole run. Great comic books. Those are keepers. What is available on shelves this week? I have a webpage for that. Oh, and there's actually a Dark Horse Star Wars book called Hyperspace Stories. You know, I would be down for that. That's not Marvel. Dark Horse has a reputation of doing really good Star Wars books. They had for decades. Yeah, I mean, geez. And it went back to Marvel, and it became the disc canon. We call it disc canon, DIS canon. And we're going to talk more about Star Wars tomorrow. Tomorrow is real Star Wars Day. Tomorrow is May the 25th. On May the 25th, 1977, May the 25th, 1983, Star Wars, a.k.a. A New Hope, and Star Wars, Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi were released. So May the 4th is a cute kind of Hallmark holiday. It's cutesy-ootsy, but the real celebration, real fan... I just said that, didn't I? Real fans celebrate the 25th. And we'll get to that tomorrow with you real fans. But, you know, if you celebrate the 4th and enjoy it, I mean, I'm not here to piss. I'm not going to piss on your charcoals. I'm not going to rain on your parade. I'm not going to just throw shade at anyone who celebrates the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I mean, it's just be stupid. All right, so new comics this week on the shelves that I'm either missing or not missing. We got Action Comics 1055. I might be in. I had to go back and get 1054 because everyone didn't shut up about it. It's so good. There's issue 2 of Green Arrow. I'm skipping that. Nightwing 104 is out. It's good to see that, it's people love Nightwing, and I didn't read Titans #1. I passed on it. And, Wally will get better. I swear. Sure. Right? But Justice Society of America #4 comes out. I'm looking forward to that. That's Jeff Johns and Mikhail Janin. And oh no, Jerry Ordway is doing the art. This is Janin on the cover. Okay, cover artist and cover artist. So Jerry Ordway is doing some jamming stuff. So Jerry Ordway did the World War II segments, the flashback stuff in the last issue. So that's where that comes from. Okay, I get it. That's interesting. And here we go. So that's 2 we got going on. All right. Let's see. Doom Patrol 3 I'm skipping. Darth Vader, red, black, and black, white, and red. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I got the first one. It was cute. It wasn't great. Let's see. Hey, what else is going on? Storm #1, $4.99. But this is a new Storm. This is a Storm's comic that's set in like the 80s, kind of. And it's written by Ann Nesenti. And I love Storm, and it's Mohawk Storm. Remember, Ann Nesenti was didn't write a lot of X books. She was the editor of Uncanny X-Men for like half of the 1980s. After inheriting that from Louise Jones, aka who would later marry Walter Simonson, Wheezy Simonson. Hello. So the 80s, remember, the 80s X-Men were dominated by women, good women writers, superheroes, writers of superhero stories. I mean, yeah. I mean, like this. I'm not going. This is where we can say, hey, look, ladies, like, what about some? Turn up the Wheezy, turn up the Nascenti, just. And so there's brand new stuff from Ann Nascenti. She's actually got a Captain Marvel going on right now that I missed a couple of issues. I might go back and get that because I'd like to see Carol Danvers' voice under Ann Nascenti's pen. That interests me. That does, Kingspawn 22 is out. Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House will be happy. The Ambassadors #5. Yeah, I hope I don't miss it. I just picked up 3. I got 4 last week, fine. 3 came back, so I picked it up this week. And so the Ambassadors #5. This is really fun. Nightclub #5 as well. The 199 Mark Miller Powerhouse with Juan Ramirez. Interesting, fun vampire story. And I hear it will tie in to the eventual. Mark Millar is having his first line-wide summer event. It's called Big Time. I'm looking forward to this. I'm in. Sure. City Boy #1. Can't buy it. Greg Pak has got me blocked on Twitter. So, sorry, Greg Pak. I'm not going to buy your comic books. Yep. Let's see. Fury #1. My buddy Yule Carter said he was looking forward to this. Let's see. This is a 52-page comic book, $5.99, written by Al Ewing, and Scott Eaton is doing the pencils. And it's, I love Nick Fury myself. I grew up reading Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. That was like one of my favorite books growing up. And let's see. What else? Sandman Universe, Dead Boy Detectives #6. I haven't gotten 1 through 5, but I hear nothing but good things about this book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi no Yojimbo, Where When #3. I'm in. I love this book so far. I know it's written for the trade. I don't care. It's giving me joy to buy this as a serial. Dungeons and Dragons #3 is coming out as well. The Saturday Morning Adventures from IDW. I might pass on that. See, I think it's cute, but is it going anywhere? Is it like, I mean, I've already been in for 2 issues. I think I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that, yeah. And let's see. And then comes, nope, got to skip Exo Manowar. Not only was I bored, I found out I was blocked by Becky Cloonan on Twitter for being a bad person. And so I won't buy her books. Sorry. Well, it doesn't matter to you. You got paid anyway. I don't matter. But Mad Cave Studios, Hunt, Kill, Repeat #3. I'm in on this. I like this. I picked up issue 2 last week off the back shelves. It came back. So if it's still on the shelf tomorrow, if it's on the shelf today, it's already in my hands, hopefully. Let's see. I'm getting this information from leagueofcomicgeeks.com/comics/new-comics. It's where I look at what's coming up this week. Do you got a page for that? I hope you do. I hope you I take a peek and see what's coming out this week. There's a lot of comic books now this is interesting. Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics, 192 pages. It's $9.99. It's the 80th anniversary, over 80 years of Archie comics. This is from the Archie Library. It's number 314, and writer is Tom DeFalco. Interesting. And it's Archie comics are still being published. I associate Archie comics, especially Archie Digest comics, with the cash register at my grocery store, and I don't anymore because they don't sell digest-sized comics at the cash register at my grocery store anymore. Yeah, they don't sell any comics at the grocery store. nothing in eye level of small people who might have a few bucks to spend of their parents' money. There's Omega Gang #1 from Scout Comics. I've been buying some Scout Comics. I'm buying Oswald and the Star Chaser. I'm looking for issue 2 of that. Hoping it's in this week. Also I got on to Count Dante #1. That was fun. I'll be in for that one as well. So maybe I'll pick it up and I'll thumb through it and be like, well, should I get this? Would that be cool? But yeah, there is a lot of different comic books this week. That's good to know. So happy new comic book day. I hope you got everything that you're looking for. You know, Thor #34 is coming out, but it's written by Torunn Grunbeck, and so is this like the new direction on Thor? Who knows? I mean, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't. Let's see. Well, you know, it usually ends up like something will leap off of the shelves. Sometimes I actually step back from the shelves and I look at it from a little further away, and then I'm like, oh wow, how did you miss that? But that's the thing about perspective and about taking a step back from things as well, about being mature enough to know that, hey, you might have like passed over a few things. You know how well you read stuff. You know how well you peruse the shelves. And peruse actually means to deeply inspect. The peruse does not mean to gloss over something. You know what I mean? I love words. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's on the shelves. Daredevil Echo #1. Don't know. You know what I mean? Echo's a cool character, but I mean, has she kept her voice? How is she being used? I guess, I don't know. I don't know much. I know more about Echo because of the New Avengers. One of my favorite things, because she's deaf, so she couldn't hear the water running. So she goes into the bathroom where the Avengers headquarters was, going to take a shower. And Clint Barton, the Hawkeye, but at the time Ronan, was already in the shower. And she looks up startled, and he looks at her coyly and flirts with her and says, hey, in or out? Because he's a notorious cape chaser. He really is. And she flees the bathroom, and he chuckles. It's a cute little moment, you know what I mean? Build some tension in the team, a little sexual frustration as well. But I always thought that was a cute moment. But Echo is actually she's a mimic, and so she can see your fighting style. She can immediately copy it and remember it too. So she can come at you from a few different remembered, that's her power, and I think that's her mutant power, to be sure. So, but that was a long time ago, and that was like way back when Echo first premiered. So this is probably going on like 20 years now, 20 years of Echo, and. There's also Frank Miller Presents Ancient Enemies. And I'll tell you, I am not getting Ronin Book 2, issue #3. It's, I read issues 1 and 2, brought them to the bar. They're beautiful. I mean, they're right here. I mean, I got to bag and board them, sometime this century. They're right here. Gosh, they're beautiful. And like I said, Dan DiDio literally personally sold them to me. Not literally. Well, he was talking to the person in front of me, and I was waiting my turn at his table to talk to him, just to say hi. Because he was at the Frank Miller table last year in August of 2022 at Fan Expo, and I didn't have the balls just to say, hey, Dan, hi, I'm Eric. I just want to say thank you. And guess what? I grew a set this year, and I went right up to him and was like, Dan, I'm Eric. Thank you. And I had a great, fun conversation with him. He's totally in, man. I like that guy a lot. And so I bought my copies, not at his table, but at my local comic book shop, off of their back issue shelves. And like he said, this Philip Tan artwork he's killing it, man. Killing it. But I really didn't like Ronin 1 to begin with. But it's just They always like every page is a splash page. And he's just like, boom, this art is impeccable. It's unimpeachable. But am I coming back for issue 3? No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not being poo-pooing on it. It's just more of, I got to a point in the story that I was just, no thanks. The art's great. But, I mean, this whole thing with the little kid and the female warrior and the papoose style, it evokes, I'm trying to get 2 of these huge comic books into one bag with a backing board. Because they're really good comic books. I mean, as a publication goes, they're really sweet. Here we go. But story-wise, it lost me. It lost me just like the original did, though. I can respect that. And I can also I'm happy that I took a chance. I bought some funny books. I got sold these funny books, literally, by the ex-editor-in-chief of DC Comics. Yeah, these are great comics, but it's not for me. I can admit that. And I like trying stuff. But yeah, the whole baby and the papoose thing with the Lady Warrior, he did that in Dark Knight 3. Yeah, because Superman and Wonder Woman have another kid in the Dark Knight universe. That's and so she's got baby John in the papoose style, and she just goes fighting. It's because she's freaking Wonder Woman. And hey, did you hear that Wonder Woman is having another daughter? Okay, so there have been a few daughters of Wonder Woman. I meant to bring this up. Wonder Woman and issue 800 next week or next month. It's a real good milestone. I'm not buying it because, sorry, Becky Cloonan, she's one of the writers. I don't want to. Sorry, I feel the way I feel. I am the way I am. That's how it's my reason and it's my emotion. And it's my choice, and I'll stand by it. But, so I'll get the Flash 800, how's that? And, so where was it? Oh yeah, Wonder Woman has a daughter that's going to be revealed, and then in the upcoming Tom King new volume, Wonder Woman, probably volume 4, 5 maybe, issue number 1. Her name's Trinity. And, when is she from? Where is she from? Who is her baby daddy? I don't know, but she appears to have very kind of like a tan skin or like a mocha skin, but blonde hair. And then so I'm thinking is Hippolyta, Diana's mother, blonde in the current canon? Because she has switched over the years, gold and the silver, the bronze, the copper, the current. Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazons, has gone from blonde to black, to brunette or black-haired, to back again to blonde, and back again to sharing the same kind of hair as Diana. You know what I mean? I would call that black. You know what I mean? With curly. Right? But Diana has had so Trinity is her daughter's name, and it's also kind of like, who's the baby daddy? Who's the baby's daddy? Who's the baby daddy? That's just my baby's daddy. That's just my baby's daddy. Remember that one? Did you snort? Yes. And, but who is Diana's baby's daddy? Is it Clark? No, I don't think it's Clark. That's been done in Frank Miller's Dark Knight. They've had 2 children. Superman and Wonder Woman have had 2 children in that reality. Lara and the Supergirl of that future, and baby John, the golden child. And also back in Earth 2 / Golden Age of DC, the Golden Age Wonder Woman and her boyfriend Steve Trevor, the U.S. Soldier who, this is the whole, Diana Steve Trevor thing. They had a baby together. Her name was Hippolyta. She was blonde as well. And And in the Earth 2 stories, in the second generation of heroes, she was also known as Fury. And she was blonde, and she had a hairpiece, black and red, I believe was her colors. And she was also in Infinity Incorporated, which is the Infinity Inc., the early 80s Earth 2 team of Next Generation Generation heroes. Her romantic partner was the son of Hawkman and Hawkwoman, and his name was Hector Hall. From Carter and Shira Hall came Hector Hall, and he was the Silver Scarab. And Silver Scarab and Fury were a couple, carrying on the tradition of superhero couples, in these, young teams. They got married, and they had a son. Hector got killed, but there's something where Hippolyta Fury hid in the dreaming of the Endless for a couple of years while she was pregnant with their unborn child, and he's Daniel Hall, and Daniel Hall is Wonder Woman's grandson, and is also the second dream of the Endless after Morpheus, has to fulfill an obligation and has to, make a sacrifice. He had a backup plan, and it was Daniel of the dreaming. And this is second Sandman. And so those are two former daughters. So will it be Steve Trevor will be the baby's daddy? I don't think so, because, he has blonde hair. But, I mean, even before I saw the image, I just because modernity and this and that and representation and inclusion, I'm not knocking it. There is earnest and need and for it and honest representations for diversity and inclusion. Yes, I get it, but I knew before I even saw a picture of Trinity. My two guesses were Michael Holt, aka the second Mr. Terrific, the third smartest man on Earth, who's an African American, and also or Val Zod of Earth 2, the Kryptonian, who is we would refer to as black, but he's got blue eyes as well, because he's not African American, he's Kryptonian. But he's who would be defined as a black person. You know what I mean? Features wise, and well, because it's just modernity, and this is what modern writers, they have to, I don't know if they don't necessarily have to do anything, but I think that's where the story goes with trends, and if I had to make a call, who is Trinity's baby's dad? Who is Trinity's father? Let's not be, I'm not mocking anyone, but it was funny because I'm like, my first guess was Michael Holt, the third smartest man on Earth, and the second Mr. Terrific, and someone who may or may not have lost their child in continuity. I don't know what Flash 799 really does to it, to Michael Holt's story, but I wonder. Yeah, so that's where my first thought was. Yeah, and then and my second thought is Val Zod, but I don't know. What do you think? Have you seen a picture of Trinity yet? Who do you think is Wonder Woman's baby's daddy? Leave it in the comments section. Let me know what you think. We've been talking about comic books. Happy new comic book day from the live chat is live from my local comic book shop. I'm always there, leaning against the back issues at this time, finishing up the show, saying we will see you tomorrow in those funny pages. So please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Lots of new viewers, so come aboard. 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern daily. We talk about comic books, and we talk about comic books every day, pretty much for the rest of the year. That's what the plan is. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in those funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.